Good morning, everyone. It's the 10th of March 2020 and it's Agnieszka Justicja, the first of honesty. Originally Agnieszka Projek, born in Krakow on the 27th of September 1974 as a daughter of Barbara, the daughter of Jadwiga, the sister of Anna, and Bronisław. Born in Rzęsna Ruska, probably in 1914. So, as you can see, me as my family, we have lived a real epoch, which probably has an impact on my overall spirituality. The spirituality that is undergoing a huge challenge. I was born here in Krakow, in Poland, which naturally results in being baptized to be a Roman Catholic. And I believe that this is actually a design, the God's plan, the higher wisdom. Even at the time when I was not thinking much of the Roman Catholic Church and or all those biblical contexts, when I was pretty close to the Buddhist thought, but first and foremost life. And it all has undergone suppression, but also some cognitive duress, I would say. As for the Tibetan Buddhist thought, obviously we have the question of non-violence and the community too. I always think of it as perhaps not that transferable, because the Tibetans are different from Poles, and the things that might be the right answers there are not so here. And then think of the United States, the parasite. The United States that we can no longer really pinpoint if we want to think of a nation, can we? Starting from the Christians traveling there, looking for freedom, the Puritan orders, the founding fathers, and what do we have now? Well, certainly the United States are not English anymore. And we must always remember that they started with the devastation of the natural indigenous people to take over their land and other resources. Politically, that could be a point raised when the United States raised the point of the Israel. But all that has become totally complex in the spiritual domain, in the spiritual realm. I believe the Roman Catholic Church has gone bankrupt in their crime against it. After all, the Roman Catholic Church has been destroying the Virgin, the innocent, but more than that, the person who truly lived the living Christ, the teacher. We have also learned how Poles actually treat mothers. So the iconic Virgin Mary has lost the power of blessing too. Life in Poland is quite complex. It had been before, but it has become particularly difficult since the wedge I mentioned, the left-wing wedge. Nationalsocialismus from Germany and communism from Russia, Stalinism, but then communism. As an individual, as a spiritual being, I believe that due to the betrayal by Poland, I shall withdraw into my spiritual emigration and live in honesty. When I talk about myself and my life, I obviously mean also my mother, my father, my closest family. Usually I think about my grandma and aunt, my mother's sister. These are the closest people. Even if there have been some unfaithfulness, which I know, and betrayals too. My family situation is quite complex because then there's offspring, and then the offspring marries someone. Well, overall, when I think of life, I have this impression that it's best not to change anything, never grow up. I don't know what to do with it. Basically, I want to say that we have reached the end of the road. And I'm not sure how I'm going to create my life from now on. I have my books, the sacred writings that I have. I don't have any from Judaism. I only have writings on Judaism. But perhaps I can get some. I have my poetry and other writings too. And the situation is that the war has swept over all my former alliances. So this is really the situation where one does not know what to do. But as I said in my 2015 speech, even if I were to be the lonely island, it would not make you right and me wrong. I believe that the only thing I can actually do is try to create this unique quality of life, regardless of the devastation that is at the level of the body. My body is unbearable. All those sexualities, foreign sexualities, the people that I have nothing to do with, the prostitute world, the perverted world, the criminal world. I believe that it is most clearly visible if we think of India and the caste system. The spiritual beings belong to the highest ones, and I'm one of them, imprisoned among the untouchables. And I believe that there is a higher order of the things. And from that order there will come justice. So the offenders will be severely punished and they will experience the wrath of God. I am confused. I checked Wikipedia, I believe, and I found the information that Wordsworth's birthday, the anniversary of which we celebrate this year, 250 years, was in April. But yesterday, I think, or the other day, I saw photos from the celebrations. So I don't know. But certainly I will try to read the prelude and some more. Still, I shall see what discoveries I might make in the area where perhaps I should have stayed, as I originally meant. When I started my studies at the Jagiellonian University, the English philology. I will be learning other languages, and maybe at one point I will find some new homeland. But on the whole, the way I view it is this ancient world that still belongs to me. And the enemy to humankind, with all those ideas of modernity, which will strike back at human beings, at humanity at large. And now, as I have written, imagine the world, the modern world, with normal graves of our ancestors, no necropoli, no past, actually. Thank you for your attention. Agnieszka Justitia, the 1st of Onestia, the 10th of March 2012.